Hey, everybody. Today we're going to be covering 3 entrepreneurial mindset traits for success. Now, my name is Levi Hunsaker, and Jill and I are on our page, jillandlevihunsaker.com. And today we're going to talk about, your mindset. And if your mindset isn't right, maybe you're not even ready to get off the couch. So today we're going to talk about some mindset traits that are going to help you to have success in your business. And if you want to hear more about this subject, my friend Ryan and I have a podcast, championhustle.com, or the podcast is Champion Hustle. You can get access to all the links, the YouTube, the Facebook page, all this kind of stuff on our website at championhustle.com. So go check that out. But today, let's talk about, do you ever feel like maybe your mindset is what's holding you back? And I honestly, I've been here, I'm still here. You level up your goal and you have to level up your mindset. And so each time you want to get to that next level, you've got to break through whatever those barriers are that are holding you back from the success that you want to get in those areas. And so, let me know, put hashtag mindset in below if you feel like your mindset is a block to where you're at and what goals you have sitting in front of you. So let's just jump right in. We're going to cover 3 of them today. There's more of that covered in depth in that Champion Hustle podcast. But the first one we're going to talk about today is right here, a positive mental attitude. And you know what? The best thing news that I can give you right now is that positivity is a skill that could be learned. If I look back at myself, even just a few years ago, I had a way more negative outlook, a way more negative attitude. And that is something that I have worked consistently and diligently on changing because I did not like the person that I was becoming. And so really focusing on that skill, it's as positivity is a skill of being positive can help you have more positivity surrounding you, more positivity in your life, and a more positive mindset. So the first thing with that is you're going to focus on things you can control. And one of the very first things you get to control is yourself, your sleep habits, your schedule, your diet. And I don't mean diet programs, but your nutrition. Let's call it nutrition instead. Your sleep, your exercise, right? Focus on those things because when you feel better, you do better. It has you have a mind body connection, and the negativity that you feel inside of your body can also affect your mindset and vice versa. So you got to make sure that you're working on both your mindset and your body at the same time. Now, that I've got some of my favorite book recommendations on positivity and mindset. I'm going to go through them. I'm going to put them in the comments below as well because I want you to be able to have access to them. Get them however you want. I'm going to have some links to make it easy for you to find. But if you want to go out to YouTube and whatever and look for this stuff, I think it's out there too. So the first one, and I'm going to be very specific because these are great books, but the first one is the 6 principles for, or the 6-step formula for success. That is in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And there are 6 steps that you can train your mind to see, believe, and achieve the success that you're looking for. And it's a training. You have to do it consistently. So check that out. The next one that we're going to talk about, let's see, is The Gratitude Effect by Dr. John D. Martini. Now, this book goes into some of the science and how you can apply gratitude as a mindset to changing the positivity and happiness that you have in your life. So awesome book. I highly recommend that one. Another one of my favorites. So Jen Sincero is the author of this book. And honestly, she is probably one of my favorite mindset authors. But this book is called You Are a Badass. And she just lays it out, doesn't hold any punches. And, you're going to sometimes get called out for behavior that you're doing that is holding you back, and it's just going to kind of open up that curtain. So that's another great one. And the last one that I'm going to talk about, we're going to get specific. It's in a book called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino, but we're going to talk specifically about the 12 scrolls portion. Now, Just because I'm calling out specific portions of Think and Grow Rich and The Greatest Salesman in the World, that doesn't mean that the rest of the content is not good. But I'm focused on these pieces of it today because we're talking about positivity and mindset. So go check those out. I'm going to put links below. So just check those out. If you want to have easy access, go ahead and use the links. Otherwise, just go searching for it. But having a positive mindset is the first one. The second one is having a creative mindset. So first we're talking about positivity. Now we're talking about creative. So if you're wanting success in your business, what is the probably what every entrepreneur consistently sees in their business? Go ahead, put it in the comments below. What do you think that might be? So for me, what I believe that to be is challenges. An entrepreneur constantly hits walls. They constantly meet up with challenges. And I'm not even going to call them problems, they're just challenges. A challenge is an opportunity to come up with a creative solution. So, as you're getting into this, again, creativity is a skill also that can be learned. But the goal is, instead of shutting down ideas, is to look for solutions. So you're always open to new ideas, you're always open to solutions, and you're basically going to be creative and looking for ways that you can make changes to improve. You're never satisfied just standing still. And that does not mean that you always have to be running either, because you've got to rest too. But run hard so that you can have a good rest. Okay, so the third one we're going to talk about is tenacity. So we talked about positivity, creativity, and now we're going to talk about tenacity. Now, what the heck is tenacity? I call that the never die attitude, the never give up attitude, because you're just going to keep going, keep pushing through. And really, the entrepreneurs that are successful are just the ones that have pushed through, taken positive action, and just held on the longest. So, along with tenacity, we're going to also talk about the ability to learn from your failures. So, success is awesome, but failure is a much better teacher than success. If you come right out of the gate and have success on the first try, what did you actually learn? Well, you learned you could already do that. Whoop-de-doo. But if you have to go through failure after failure after failure after failure to get the result that you're looking for, well, you learned a lot of ways not to do it. You also learned some pretty important things about yourself. You learned that you have creativity. You learned that you can do hard things. You learned that, maybe not all the time you were positive, but you were positive in that you could find a solution. And so you didn't give up. You kept that going and kept pushing through. So embrace your mistakes, because that's okay. That's part of the process. One of the best things that an entrepreneur can learn is that mistakes are okay. It means you did a mistake is a result that you took action and learned that that wasn't the right action. So you learned something. Remember that every successful person stands on a mountain of their failures, and always be open to adjustments as you are evaluating performance. It's all about being effective or ineffective, right? So as you're evaluating some things performance, and you know what those key performance indicators are, is it effective or is it ineffective? And what can you tweak? What might you do differently? What can you tweak? Small tweaks, one at a time, and check the difference in the outcome. And as you are constantly doing these course corrections, being open to adjustments, being open to some changes, you have a chance for continual improvement. And it's awesome. Sometimes that means that you just need slight variations, a little bit new solutions. Sometimes that means you look at the idea and say, okay, this isn't getting me where I want to go, with the end goal still in mind. Oh, there's the mic. But you're going to pull back and say, okay, what if I approach this a completely different way? What if I reboot, reset, and come at it a completely different approach, still with the end goal in mind? You didn't give up. You've just adjusted. This year, we had to make some big adjustments. And one of the things that Jill and I did is we took our business 100% online. And it's probably been one of the best things we've ever done for our business. And for that, I'm grateful for the challenges that forced us into looking for alternate solutions. Um, and then remember, share your experiences with others, especially if you've got coaches or mentors. Be open to talking about it, and that can help you. So remember, the three-step positivity mindset traits that we talked about today are a positive mindset, a creative mindset, and tenacity and willingness to learn from failures. And if you want to hear more about this topic and dive deeper in with myself and Ryan Black on the Champion Hustle podcast, can't even get my words out tonight. So, hey, it's okay. Go ahead and check that out. It's episode number 14 in the Champion Hustle podcast, and you can get access to all the links, Facebook, YouTube, and we're on all the major outlets. Let's see, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, Google Podcasts. I don't even remember what all of them I've said, but all the links are there. Go check it out, and it will dive deeper into this. And remember, the books that I mentioned tonight, we are going to be putting in the comments of the video. So go check those out as well, and have a great night, everybody. See you later.